Hi everyone, welcome back to a Model Recommends festive hair video today. Very quick and easy. Before we carry on, make sure that you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so that you get notified when my videos go live. But every time I do curly hair or wavy hair, I get loads of questions about how I do it, what I do. Because it's not like your traditional wedding waves, it's a little bit more messed up than that. It's probably slightly more, I don't know, editorial, a little bit retro. Now this video is sponsored by Owlnet Hairspray and I have two amazing products to show you which I shall use at the end. This one I already have in, it's the Owlnet Starlight and it's got this amazing subtle gold shimmer. It's really glamorous. Same legendary Owlnet formula, so if you've used it before you'll know that it's not sticky, it's not crunchy. The best thing about it is that you can just brush it out. So for people that like to restyle their hair, or if you don't like that product feel and you just want to brush it out afterwards, it's perfect. And this comes in a little mini can, which is great for just sticking in your handbag over the festive season. Just a little spritz of gold shimmer. Okay everyone, let's get started, shall we? Let's rewind to about 10 15 minutes ago. Okay, so this is probably the most effort that I will ever make with my hair in general, if I'm doing it myself. Lots of you will have seen this before or seen bits and pieces that I'm about to show you, but for those that are new, welcome. This is my maximum effort hair, okay? Now look, there is an extra little step with this one that I think is quite important. Now you'll notice that my hair is pretty smooth to begin with. It's not quite blow dried because I didn't do the full shebang, but I use this before I go in with my tongs. So this is the Babyliss Big Hair. I've been using it for years. It's basically a blow drying brush that doesn't require separate hairdryer and brush skills, okay? So I recorded a little bit of me drying it from about 80% dry, so it's almost like you finish it off using the brush rather than going in on wet hair with a hairdryer. So the brush rotates and I just cup my hand over the end to make sure the hair sits smoothly over the brush, and then I just get this really nice smoothed out look. If I was going in for the whole thing, it would take a bit longer, and if that was going to be my finished look, then I'd take a bit more care. But really, just what I want to do is make sure that the hair is really nice and smooth and shiny before I put my curls, stroke, waves in the hair. Because what I find that if I just do it on sort of hair that's dried rough, that's when it starts to look a little bit frizzy. Okay, my tool of choice. This is the Lee Stafford. I think it's called the Wonder Ball wand. It looks really rude. I don't care. It's just amazing. I can barely use other hair tools. I mean, I should spend more time giving them a go, to be honest, and experimenting more. But this one, it just works every single time, and I'll tell you why. Because I just have no coordination. But these ball bits, dips or whatever you'd call them, they sort of stop the hair from slipping off. And so it just makes it loads easier to get a good curl without any effort. So just winding it round. And I leave each one for about 10 to 20 seconds normally. Now sensible people would section their hair, but I'm just not that sensible. And I'm really quite lazy actually. Okay, so I just move the wand away and you've got a lovely curl. Look at that. It's actually worked better than normal. The gods are looking down on me kindly today. Okay, so then taking another section, and the smaller the section, the sort of more intense the curl. But to be quite honest with you, I always think you're better off getting more of a curl and then pulling it out slightly while it's still warm if you don't want that much of a curl, rather than taking a really big section and just, you know, when you just get that like slightly wavy, clumpy, massive rubbishness, that's not what you want. So you're better off having a better curl and then destroying it than not having any curl in the first place. Okay, I'll just do one more on camera and then it's really boring, isn't it? So I'll do the rest off camera and come back to you with like this miraculously amazing hair. I feel like I should sing some Christmas songs to you while we're waiting for this, like Jingle Bell. For some reason I've got Jingle Bell Rock in my head. Also, I've got the craziest Christmas tree because I'm not one of those people that will have like a themed tree or anything. I'm really not that bothered. So it's just a mishmash of crazy things I've collected over the years. Okay, look, this is going pretty well. I'm going to come back to you in a minute when I've done the rest of my hair, okay? Now look, my hair's freshly washed and so it's still quite bouncy in the roots. However, if you've got sort of day-old hair, 2-day-old hair, and your roots are very limp, dry shampoo is your best friend. This is my Collab Hair Extra Volume one. And it's like back combing spray in a bottle, basically. This one does have a bit of white residue, but it's because it has such sort of supreme oil-absorbing, volumizing powers. So a little bit of that in the roots just to give a bit of root lift. And then to hold that curl or that wave, the classic, the favourite L'Oreal Elnet hairspray. Now, if you've never used Elnet before, it's absolutely brilliant because you don't get any crunchiness or stickiness, but you can brush it straight out. So for people that like to style their hair again and again, or if you want to be able to style your hair and not have to wash it afterwards because you just don't want that sort of product feeling, this is brilliant. Brushes straight out. Now, this is a limited edition, very glamorous and glitzy can design. Now, normal Elnet, standard Elnet, already is quite sort of, it has a lovely sheen to it because it has light reflecting particles. But this one is like proper full-on party glitter. So if you want your hair to catch the light and just look really, really festive and beautiful, this is the way to go. And that is my sort of slightly retro-esque big hair that I like to wear for parties, for going out. I don't know, it just makes me feel, I've got quite fine flat hair otherwise, and if it's too straight, it's just very sort of limp down my face, and I like that. I like the sort of weight and the volume of it. I feel like it balances out my tiny head. Actually brings my head to a normal size. So there we go. Hope that you enjoyed that. Any questions, any comments, leave them below. And yeah, I'll see you next time.